Hello everybody. Here we are. Another day. Another day. Another day in the system. Right? So here we are. Another day. It's been a couple days. Weather's getting warmer. As you can see, I took my hoodie off today. Put on a hunting cap. So yesterday, I spent yesterday morning with one of my subscribers working on his get home bag. He had contacted me and a while back had said, you know, can you help me with my get home bag? My get home bag is this, and he had a 100-liter 511 bag. I think they call it Rush 100, but I'm not sure. Anyway, he and I got together. He brought a table, and he emptied that 100-liter, and he brought a Spec Ops Recon Ruck in black. That's what he brought, because that goes with his more with his you know, his in and out of the public, right? So he brought that 100-liter, and he brought that Spec Ops Recon Ruck, and he had most of what I'm talking about here. He took notes. I told him, I said, you need this. And then basically what it was is I said, you can have this, you cannot have that. You can have a couple of these, the rest of those go away. You know, you got to be hard like that. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a mountain of stuff in your get home bag. What we have to remember is that we're not creating, with a get home bag, we're not creating a bag to survive indefinitely in a post-apocalyptic world. We are looking to go from point A to point B, and that's it. We're not looking to go from point A to point B indefinitely. So we have to sort ourselves out as to what could be possibly our maximum time to go from point A to point B, and then plan accordingly. We planned him in around 3 days at the most. Okay? So, getting back with our Get Home Alive video series. Yesterday I was doing some things on the computer, and I always look at a YouTube feed also to see what's going on. These videos popped up. And then I saw other videos from the big channels. The big channels are now doing get home bags all of a sudden for some reason. One video, hey, look, I got a get home bag video. You know, they watch my channel. I know you watch my channel. I've seen your content, right? Some of these big channels, they watch my channel, they get an idea from my channel, and then they run and they do a single video, which is not very in-depth probably, because I don't sit around and watch their videos. I'm making these videos like you're going to school, not like you're sitting around for entertainment watching them. See? So that's why they're 15 minutes a piece, basically, and they're talking about pieces of the entire thing, right? Rather than one video. Oh, I just covered everything in one video. No, it doesn't work like that, because you're not really getting an education that way. So what I'm trying to do is give you an education, give you thought as to how to attack your personal get home bag, right? What is the strategy? These components here, these modules, all help you to get to the end result. So that's what we're doing here. I know I'm spending a few minutes here just talking, but I think that it is a necessary thing to also talk about certain things. So we did leave off with food yesterday. Well, on the last video, yesterday is we're going to say yesterday. I don't know when it was. It was a couple days ago. So we left off with food, and somebody will say, "Well, what about how much food do you need?" Okay. Well, if you're on your feet, you're going to be burning calories to get home, right? So we're going to finish up a little bit on food, and then we're going to go to fire. You need to have calories to burn, and when you eat food, you need water, right? That's part of your old digestive system. Okay, so I recommend two entrees per day. So if you're doing a 3-day, you want 6 entrees. And what I mean by that is, like, say you're eating Alpine Air or Mountain House, right? The dehydrated meals. If you're eating Alpine Air or Mountain House, I suggest 2 of those per day per person, right? That's the most readily available food, and it's it's probably the most readily available food. Okay, but you're gonna need water. So getting back over here to our fire, need a little canister stove, like 200-gram canister with a little bitty burner to go on there. Those are a dime a dozen. You can find them anywhere online. I recommend having 1 or 2 sticks of fat wood. Okay, this one I drill a hole in it so I can put a cord on there, and then you could just shave off some fat wood, and then you can use your fire steel to ignite the fat wood. That's if you get into a situation where you can make a fire, or you need to make a fire. Right? We have to remember that fire, having a real fire, is something that you want to avoid when you're getting home in a dangerous situation. But you still need the ability to make fire if you have to. Okay? So don't throw that out the window simply because oh, it's too much extra weight. Look, I got some components here, guys. Like, here's the matches, right? So I always recommend people have these matches, like Titans, okay? Any of these lifeboat style matches. I take off the striker and I put it inside for waterproof, the waterproof container, until I actually need it, right? So you got decent sized matches. It's not going to blow out in a wind, inclement weather, and it's a long one, so it's going to burn for a bit. Fat wood, this will get you a lot of fires going. Just, you know, you don't need a lot. Just be stingy with it when you shave it off, you know. And then a fire steel, and of course you want a lighter. Now, I don't have one with me right here. I should have grabbed one, but type of lighter that I recommend is the type that looks like maybe a cigar lighter or some kind of a lighter that has a little extension on it. Okay, you buy them at your big box store. So I recommend that you have a lighter like that. So that's pretty much it for fire. You could go crazy, just like all of these other things. You could go crazy and have like 30 extra pounds of stuff that you don't need in your get home bag because you want an alternative, or you want a just in case. Well, I might need, you know, no. Just like yesterday, told that fellow, no, you don't need 2 of those. No, you don't need that. You don't need 5 of those. You don't need 5 headlamps. Just as an example, right? Not that he had 5 headlamps. He did have a few lights, but like anybody else, a lot of us we got our little fondnesses for different things, right? So if it would be, I don't need 50 knives. I don't need 50 knives. You gotta pick and choose what you're gonna take. So today I'm wearing the Woodlore 40th anniversary knife, right? So something like this would be perfect, just tomorrow, right? So something like this would be perfect for a get home bag. You don't need anything crazy. You can strike the ferro rod with the back, I would imagine. It better be able to. 40th anniversary Woodlore. Of Woodlore. It's not a Woodlore, it's a Mora. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. Fail. I think that didn't really feel like a 90. Oh, barely made it spark there. Alright, so I guess we won't recommend that for a striker. Okay, so scratch that knife. Kind of surprised that that Mora didn't strike the ferro rod. Alright. Well, it looks cool. So I guess I'll have to sand that back down. That was a fail right there. See, that's why we try stuff before we put it in our pack. Right? But anyway, along these lines, right? A small fixed blade knife. Small fixed blade knife to go with your get home alive bag. Okay? So fire is pretty small. That's a pretty small subject here. Definitely we need the little canister stove. We're going to be up to 3 days. We need to be able to boil water. You know, things like that. We'll come back in the next one. I will see you there.